Hello everybody and welcome to Dinkum. Dinkum is a Steam game which is currently in early access, and it is developed and published by James Bendon. It is an Australian themed Animal Crossing like, and I played a little bit before starting this video trying to get the lay of the land, figure out how everything works. But I'm here to show it to you. I think it's actually a lot of fun. It's really cool and very pretty. So let's get started. It lets you customize a character when you start, and it does have that Animal Crossing like feel to it. By choosing, I guess that looks closest to my hair. For the eyes, ooh, very strong stare. It looks a little too dazed and confused for me. Those are bug eyes. There we go. I like that squared off look. Maybe this one. Yeah, that one kind of looks like me because it has the pink around the eyes. I have horrible bags. That's probably the most accurate. For the nose, yeah, I think this smaller nose. What are these other ones looking like? Oh, that one's pretty good actually. For my shirt, no blue on blue. The V-neck, the deep V. That'll actually work, even though it is blue on blue. At least there's another color. For the name, I'll choose Dogma. And for the island name, I'll choose, I'm typing, yeah, Rising Sun Island. And let's begin. A long time ago, everything went south. Almost everybody was forced to move to South City. The people of South City live cold and miserable lives. You were born here. Most people have no desire to leave. But you do, more than anything. And you might have found a way out. Help wanted. Looking for a young go-getter to accompany me to my old home, Rising Sun. Oh. I think we got the gist of it. A little slow. You leave for Rising Sun today. Damn, I got the grout fit going. That's how you know this place is bad. Seeing me walk around like that, I must be broken down. There we go. We are now flying over Rising Sun, and we will be landing shortly. All passengers, please prepare to leave the airship. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad you've decided to accompany me on this adventure, Dogma. I was starting to think no one in South City was brave enough to join me. When you were the first and only person to respond to my ad, I knew you were the right person for the job. Oh dear, look at old Fetch waffle on. Let's get cracking, Dogma. I'll see you outside, okay? Thank you, Fetch. Wow. Smell that fresh air. I'll tell you what, it feels good to finally be back on Rising Sun. Now, Dogma, I'm going to need your help getting settled, okay? I'll give you this base tent. Take your time and find a good place for it. It'll be like our own town hub. Take this map as well. If you have any questions, please just ask me. I haven't been back to Rising Sun for a very long time, but I think I can still be helpful. I'll be waiting by the dock until you set up the base tent. So if you get lost, just check your map to find the dock again. Good luck, Dogma. And we received a base tent for our base of operations. And an island map. I believe that's all we get to start. So as you can see, this is a very bright game. But it seems to be, because this is not the same world I had when I tried it out initially. So it looks like it's kind of procedurally generated, and there's different biomes and such. We have the map here. And so you could tell where a different biome is based on, like, we have yellow ground here with some red spots in it. You have a deep orange, deep red, green, different colors of green. We also have waterways, like we have these small islands out here that have little waterways passing through. So to start out, we will be building our town near the docks. It just makes the most amount of sense, but I do want to have like a pretty widespread area. So let's take a look at where we can set up. It says you can hold shift to move the mouse around, but I set it to just always have the mouse be the camera. It just makes the flow a little bit easier. Although it might be a little headache inducing for you guys, so I could change it. And so like Animal Crossing, we have these little different kinds of bugs, different wildlife. We can get a bug net and catch them. They'll actually be a good source of income. Because to start out, you definitely need to farm something and farm a decent bit of it so you can get all the tools you need. Now, I'm not sure, I wasn't looking at the clock, but we might be at an infinite 10 a.m. right now. And if we are, open my pockets using the tab button, I have my clothes here, my dinks. My dinks are the money. Dink is what we live for. And I have plenty of inventory space, and there are ways to upgrade the inventory and get more space for things as the game progresses, which is nice. So I'm thinking, let's see, how big is this little space over here? It's actually like a pretty nice area for the town, but I'm not gonna be able to build a bridge over, and the swimming speed is not ideal yet, even if it is just a little bit. So at this point we have to be in the infinite 10 a.m. It's like a liminal reality space, except you're out in the desert, so it's not really liminal. It's just kind of like Australian hell. Plenty of gum logs. Little kangaroo looking guy, I think. Do kangaroos have horns? You got a dogger over here. What's up, G? So what's really actually cool is when you're near something, your character's eyes kind of focus on it, turn their head to it as you walk by. And something that's really nice and kind of just like gives me a definite Animal Crossing vibe to it, but it just feels a little bit more more fluid and alive as you're walking through the world. And to not hold this intro on too long, what is all this over here? This actually looks really cool. This is crazy. Wait, I love this. It's definitely not big enough though. And we can't really do any terraforming for a bit. So unfortunately, this might be my area. I might claim that myself. And in the bottom right corner, I don't know if anybody noticed it, but there's a button for a build camera. And it kind of puts you on an isometric camera angle. You could still turn it, so it's not like true isometric, but it holds it still, so you can kind of see what block you have. Holy, this is bright. Holy, so you can see what block you're highlighting, or what space you're highlighting. So let's get that off. I think to start, kind of like the top of this hill. I can't cut any trees yet. If I did something, I want to have a nice area to walk in from. Yeah, that should be good. I'm cool with that. Hello, Fetch. So, this is where you decided to build, huh? It's absolutely perfect. Our new home here on Rising Sun. Thank you so much for setting up the base tent. Oh, and guess what? I actually have a tent for you, too. Oh, wait, this isn't even my tent. This is hers. I didn't even realize, and I already played through this whole section. I forgot that she gives you her tent first. Hey, look at that look. Am I able to move the camera? Jesus. I know it's not much, but it'll be a place you can call home. Now, there's plenty of room to spread out here on Rising Sun, so please take your time to place your tent. You'll probably be visiting the base tent a fair bit, so keep that in mind while you are looking for a spot to claim as your own. I'll be inside the base tent getting things ready. Come and speak to me once you've placed your tent. You received a tent, a place to live when you don't have a house yet. Way to rub it in. So I guess it'd be cool with something like over here maybe. If this wasn't here, oh, I'd love this spot, a nice open area. Oops. Tent. I like it that way, and then you could have like a nice path kind of cutting through here. That'll work for me. And this is the tent. There'll be plenty of things we could fill it up with, but for now, we should probably just start collecting everything. But we have some questing that we want to get done, so we can get started on like the main game. You found a good place for your tent? I know it's not much, but I hope you like your new home. I'll tell you what, you've got the spark, Dogma. You see, most people back in South City are scared of leaving. There's something about that place that pulls the spark out of people. But I'll tell you what, we certainly aren't the first to leave. Have you ever heard of the traveling trader John? No, I have not. I'll tell you what, he's a bloody legend. Rumor is that his parents acquired him by trading a set of antique cutlery. Trading is in his very blood. John got in contact with me before we left South City. He's interested in visiting with his shop here. I'll tell you what, we can't miss an opportunity like this. I reckon we get this visiting site deed ready for him. That way we'll have a place ready for any visitors who come to Rising Sun. Excuse me. I'll let you decide where the best place for this visiting site deed is. Just be sure it's close by. We want visitors to feel like part of Rising Sun community while they're here. Who knows, maybe we convince him to set up a permanent shop here. Be sure to talk to me once you have placed the visiting site deed. Holy cow. So much talking, Fetch. I love you, but please. So, visiting site is The only comparison I guess I can make to Animal Crossing, or like the only thing I can make a comparison to, is Animal Crossing. But it's like where the new neighbors come in and stay, or like how houses will pop up. You put it down and you could have different people show up to the island. I think yeah, it's a pretty good spot. Kind of keeping along that path. A little bone. So we're all set for visitors, huh? Well done, Dogma. You've only been here for a little while, but you've achieved so much already. You remind me of my father. He was born right here on Rising Sun, you know. He was a true blue adventurer through and through. He loved doing new things and keeping track of all his milestones in his adventures journal. I wanted to come here and try to meet those milestones myself, but I'm getting a bit long in the tooth, Dogma. Please, I want you to take his adventures journal. Please keep good care of it. This is your adventure now. And there's our quest guide. That journal means a lot to me, but I think my dad would be glad someone like you is looking after it. But I have a challenge for you, Dogma. I want you to try and beat my father's milestones. Some of these milestones are going to take a long time to complete, but there's no hurry. I'm also going to add daily tasks to the journal. These will be smaller milestones that should be easy to complete in just one day. Now for the good part. For every milestone you surpass, you'll be rewarded with permit points. I'll tell you what, you're going to want a lot of permit points eventually, but we can talk more about that tomorrow. For now, check out the journal. I think you'll find that you've actually completed some of the milestones inside, so be sure to claim them. Now, are you hungry? I am. I think it's just about lunchtime. I've seen fruit growing around this island that sounds tasty. You go and find us some fruit. When you get back, I will show you how to craft a campfire. So I just ate the fruit that I had collected. These, unfortunately, are not fruits. You want to look for these small trees right here. These are the bush limes. So grab those. Bring them back to fetch. Oh, you found something to eat. Eating food will help keep your energy up. Here's the recipe for a campfire. You found these stones earlier, so you can use these to craft your campfire. Oh, I found them. You'll have to find some wood yourself, though. Feel free to use the crafting table in the base tent to craft a campfire. Take your time, Dogma. When you are done, come and have a chat with me. I have a gift for you. I got a little piece of stone and the campfire recipe. Let's take a look at this journal. A place to rest your head. Your new home for now. Here's a milestone for placing your tent. I got the permit points, which she'll explain it better during the next day cycle. And I will. Ooh, got the bush limes. But essentially, the permit points are just your way of they're like skill points more than anything. That's how I would describe them. And so you'll use those to get a permit to be able to cut down trees on the island, a permit to excavate, so use a shovel and move the dirt around, to mine, to kill animals. What was I doing? Looking for wood. Let's see this recipe. I got recipes in here. I forget how to check recipes. What the heck? Maybe I can only check it at the crafting bench. I might be goofy. Gum log stone. Craft that baby. take you outside. And I'll just toss you down right here. Take a bush lime. We're going to cook the bush lime. And see, look at my character. He's just kind of watching it. Keeping his eye on the lime. Not walking too far away. Just little stuff like that. I think that makes the game just so nice looking. You walk by an animal. I can find one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Cooked up some grub. Very impressed with the work you've done here today. I think there's a great future for us all here on Rising Sun. Here's a gift for helping me out so much. It's a bug net. I think you should take the rest of the day off. Maybe you should go catch. Maybe you could go catch some of the bugs around here. Or maybe you could cook some of that fruit you found. I'll figure out something to do. I'm sure you will. Oh, and before I forget, take this sleeping bag too. When you get tired, pop it on the ground and have a lay down. I'll tell you what, a good night's rest will do us both good. Thanks for your help today, Dogma. I can't believe we're on Rising Sun. I couldn't have done any of this without you. You're 100% correct. I'm the muscle, I'm the brains, I'm all of it. Let's see, bug net. Roo poo. Is there anything I actually needed to do, or can I just go like on the next cycle? I could probably pick up more logs. Try to catch a few bug variants because I'm going to need them for different collection quests for the different villagers. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. So you can get cows and chickens, I believe, in this game. I don't know about the roos, if you can do any kind of farming with them. There is combat in this game. There are crocodiles. Or maybe it's alligators. We're in Australia. I think it's alligators there. Right? Nah, it's crocodile, bro. It's crocodile. So there's those crawling around. And I didn't know that the first time I was playing. I was just kind of, swimming around, seeing how the game felt, how it ran. One of those guys snuck up on me. But it makes sense. There's a health bar up at the top of the screen, so you had to assume that there was going to be something going on. Seashells are pretty good money makers. Like, they don't give you a lot, but for how much effort it is to just run alongside the beach and pick them up, it's pretty good money. Maybe I'll split the town up onto, like, these islands around here. This is actually a really cool spot. So I could have it connect. And I think in the distance over there it's not connected. So I could build bridges and do stuff like that. Terraforming and, like, building up the town is what I'm most excited for. And it's something that I didn't get to experience yet when, hold up. Crocs in this over here. Interesting. Check my tasks. Shell, yeah. A nice hundo permit points. And I think we could pass out. And that was day 1 of summer. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll have part 2 up very shortly, as I'm going to play it right now, right after recording this. But this is around 24-ish, 25-ish minutes for the first episode, so it might even be split up into 2. But thank you all for watching, and tune in to the next episode for day 2.